All right, I think we're good. I think we made it. Hi there. How are you? Happy Friday. Happy, I don't know, what day? There's a national day for every day, isn't there? I don't know what today's is, but I hope you found a way to enjoy it. I hope you're finding a way to enjoy it at 7:29. Pat, you're early. Yeah, what else is new? Listen, if you listen to the show long enough, you realize I'm an idiot. Really, that's what I realized very early on. Also, let me know if you can hear me well. I don't know. I think it's all right. I don't. Wow, I am. It looks good. I don't know. Who cares? Hi, welcome to the live people, to the podcast friends. Here I am again, just for you, ready to go. Tonight we're gonna talk about some stuff, man. Whoa, man! I got a. Well, we got to the question. We have a question. I asked you already. And some of you answered, and I thank you very much for that. We talked about bad movies that you saw in theaters, so we will get to those. Only a few, but maybe nobody wanted to share. Maybe nobody wanted to relive a bad memory. I don't know. I don't know. There you go. I gave mine away with the photo, but we'll get to that. We're talking some baseball. We are doing what else we doing here? A couple of video games, maybe a movie or two that's new, and I don't know what else. I don't know. It's all written here. Jerome did a really good job, but I didn't read it all apparently. So there you go. Oh, that's it. Big news of the baseball, and then yeah, other things. So there you go. Okay, first of all, couple of notes at the top of the show here. I got a new fridge. I needed one because mine stopped being cold. It was weird though. The freezer worked, so I was like, okay, what the hell? So the whole thing's not dead. But I realized that, so last time this happened, I just defrosted it and it was fine. So I did that again, scraped all the ice out of it. Everything was good. The freezer's still good. Fridge is not good. So I called my landlord and I said, hey man, the fridge is not working, not keeping stuff cold, but the freezer's good. And he goes, oh, all right, well, and here I'm thinking, right, one of the joys of renting is not having to pay for stuff when it breaks, right? Because usually it's the landlord's or, he has it written down somewhere that he's going to cover this stuff, right? Well, we actually have never had a lease on this place. So it was gifted to us, the apartment. So I was like, okay, well, I guess technically I don't have any leverage here because my name's not on things yet. So I don't know. I guess I was expecting a little too much, but he said, yeah, that was another tenant. She left it there and I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to pay for it. He's like, oh, well, if you want, we can go halvesies. He didn't say halvesies. He's a 98-year-old Italian guy. He said, oh, if you want to buy one, I'll give you half. I'll split the cost with you in half. And I was like, oh, man. Like, I don't have however much a fridge costs right now. I got 2 weddings to go to. I don't have a lot of money as it is. So I was kind of freaking out a little bit. And I was like, man, what do I do? I don't know. So I called my mom and I said, hey, do you have a refrigerator that I can use? Like, do you have a spare one? And my mom, because she has everything, says, yeah, I got one on the back porch. I'll have Bill get it. Have Bill come and get it, or we'll figure it out or something. So I called my brother Bill. I said, hey, man, I need a fridge. Mine's dead. Mom's got one, and I obviously can't transport it. So, can you help me out? And he's like, yeah, man, I'll be in the area like the day after tomorrow or whenever he went, and we'll do it then. Great. So that all thing happened, and I didn't even have to be home. Jill was home, and he texted me. He's like, hey, man, I need some help. And I said, great. Jill's home. She's like Monica. And that's a joke for 3 people or more people who like Friends. So it worked out well. Jill sent me a photo after, and now we're waiting for the electric company to pick up the fridge. And apparently we're getting a credit on the bill. So, hey, man, that works out for me. I think, anyway. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it works now. I got a fridge, and the air's in, and the old fridge is going to be gone soon. So we're in good shape right now. We are okay as far as that goes. So, yeah, awesome. My landlord also wanted me to lock into a year-long lease. And he's like, oh, we could do a year or we could do month to month. I said, well, we've been month to month for 6 years. And so why don't we just keep doing that? How about we do that, man? Because we're trying to move. Honestly, I didn't tell him that, and he's not going to hear this. Maybe imagine he does, and he gets on the YouTube chat like, "What the hell, man?" And yeah, he won't though. So yeah, we're trying to move, saving up some dollar bills, y'all, and trying to get to a bigger spot. And it's slowly happening. It's slow. Well, it's not happening, but it's slowly progressing to where we can maybe get to a bigger place. That's all I'm going to say about that for now. We made it though. We got a fridge. We are good to go. I'm sad I had to throw out a lot of cheese. I was pretty bummed out about that, but you do what you got to do. You don't want anybody, falling ill over some bad cheese because that's just not good for anybody. So there you go. Okay, what's the news? Before I get mad about TV things, getting mad about some TV cancellations. I watched the news the other day. I know. I did this a few weeks ago and I regretted it, and I did it again. And God damn it, if I didn't regret it all over again. Apparently, what I've learned last week, in the last week or two, or however long ago this was, the president is a money launderer. He laundered money through something to pay off somebody for something else. He hired a spy organization. He's distracting us with a bunch of nonsense and all capital letter things. So really, he's a movie villain. That's really what this boils down to, is that our current president in the United States is a movie villain, and it would be funny if he didn't have the launch codes and wasn't a wacky piece of shit. Sorry, Dad. That's my opinion. You can disagree if you'd like. I'm everywhere at the Melting Pat on social media, so do it up. You can also leave a voicemail, 209. Yeah, what the hell is it? 867-7638. It's 209 TMP Pod 8. So do the thing over there with the voicemails, and I'll play them and stuff. Or maybe I'll just listen to them and yell at you privately. I don't know what I'll do, but there it is. So money laundering, hiring spies, all caps. He's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. But that's happening. That happened in the world. What else happened in the world, Pat? Well, I will let you know, friend. I'll be happy to let you know because I'm mad. And I'm all right. That was a weird sentence. I'm well aware, but I'm going to, we got to roll with it. So it's the end of the TV season. This week and next week and last week, I think a couple shows ended, but really it's wrapping up in the next couple weeks, which makes me, gives me an idea for a question. So we'll do that. If not next week, the week after, I don't know, honestly. But for this week, we're getting a lot of cancellations from the big networks, and people are upset about a lot of them. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that one just came down. I watched maybe like 4 episodes of that show, so maybe it's my fault that it got canceled. What I did watch, though, I enjoyed. So bummer for all of you who watched all the episodes and all that. But I hear that everybody's trying to get it saved and get it on a new network or whatever. So we'll see what happens there. Lucifer also got canceled. I'm really bummed out about that. It's weird. This was the 3rd season, and I just started watching it this year. Had no idea what was going on, but was still highly entertained by the show. So I feel like I have to go back and start it all. I think it's on Hulu. So I got to go watch it from the beginning and see if I enjoy it as much as I did now that I'll learn what's going on. I don't know. Or is it one of those where, like, I've already seen what happens, so I will enjoy it? Although no, because a lot of people enjoyed, like, The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, and they were books and comics first, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But it's a bummer because that was a good show. And I always think about now when a show gets canceled, when Charlie and I talked about it, episode 100, by the way, nextlevelradioonline.com, do the thing. We talked about shows getting canceled. He was on a couple that were canceled, and it's always like a weird vibe because, yeah, we had a lot of fun making the show, but for whatever reason, it didn't work. And then there are a million reasons why it gets canceled, and everybody's like, oh, that show stinks, whatever. But there's a whole lot of people who worked on that show who you would never know, right? The crew is there, and all those other people who are there and enjoying their jobs, and now then it's over. So a bit of a bummer, always a bummer when a show gets canceled. So that is no good. But the reason I bring this up is that my favorite new show, not my new favorite show, my favorite new show in the last 2 years, Designated Survivor, was canceled by ABC, and old Pat's in a mood about it. Oh my goodness, if you just tuned in and had to hear me yell, I'm so sorry for your ears, but oh, old Pat's in a mood. This show, god damn it, and I think everybody just left. I don't care. I'm not actually looking at it. I don't care. Oh, this show was so good. Every week it seemed to get better. And then in the middle of season 2, which is this season, the last one, Audrey, I talked about it on this show. Audrey joined the show. Kim Raver, my least favorite TV character she played, Audrey Raines on 24. And she sucked. She sucked, man. God damn it. Awful. And I was really mad when she's on this show because I'm like, man, she's going to stink up this show too. And she did because they weren't talking about this before Audrey came on the show. Like, they weren't like, oh, man, I think we're going to get canceled. I'm not feeling it. And then all of a sudden, here comes Audrey waltzing in like she owns the place. And then the show is canceled. God damn it. All right. Am I good? That felt good. I feel better. I'd feel bad, although, if Kim Raver was listening to me talk about how much I hate her in shows. But at the same time, I kind of don't. No, I do feel bad because I don't like, I'm flip-flopping. This is why I'm not a politician. If somebody came on and told me, hey, man, this podcast sucks, I'd be like, all right, fuck you. There you go. Problem solved. And I feel like that's what actors kind of have to do because of Twitter. And I'm not going to like don't at Kim Raver about this, please, by the way. Don't be rude. All right. She just lost the show. All right. She was on it and you know what I mean? Just don't be an asshole. Right. Oh yeah. The live show is not safe for work, by the way. Although again, if you're working, it's 7:40 Eastern on Friday night. Stop working unless you work at a pizza place, in which case send me pizza. So yeah, I'm really bummed. And the only thing I can think of right now is to blame Audrey. So I'm going to do that. God damn it. And you can love it or you can get the hell out like America. Sorry. I told you I'm in a mood, man. What a good show. What a great cast. Obviously, Jack Bauer's president. Although I just thought of this a few minutes ago. This frees up Tom Kirkman to actually run for president. Like, are we there at this point, by the way? Like, our president in real life is basically a movie villain. And I think we're going to be at a point that that we actually just have an actor, like a TV character as president. So not Kiefer Sutherland running for president because he was born in Canada and can't, but Tom Kirkman, former president on Designated Survivor, should just run for president. Like, have we reached that point as a country? I really think we are there, right? And we could go Dennis Haysbert, who played a president. Gina Davis played a president, right? It was Gina Davis, right? Somebody correct me. Bridget, you're at a pizza place. Ask the pizza place if Gina Davis did that show when he was president, because I can't remember what it was called. Allison Cherry, I think her name was. She was on 24. DB Woodside. I'm just naming presidents who were on 24, by the way. So they should all just run for president. And that would be awesome. I would love that a lot because why not? Like, you can't get any worse right now. The fact that Designated Survivor is no longer on the air and the president right now in real life is a movie villain. So you can't go wrong. You really can't. It'd be awesome. Plus, maybe you get the whole staff in from the show and just have them be the real cabinet in the U.S. and we'll all be fine. Right? We'll all be great. I don't know. The Rock for president. That's a good one. That's good. I like that. If you know what? I want him to run as The Rock. Like, I know Dwayne has been talking about it, but I want him to run as The Rock. Like, catchphrases, wrestling trunks, $500 shirts, the whole thing, whole bit, do it all. And instead of debates, he has matches with his opponents, and he wins because he's The Rock. And really, unless you're paper, you can't win that. So there you go. That could work out really well, I think, for the country and for me. But yeah, bummer. Bridget, have you asked the pizza place about Gina Davis yet? Come on. I'm talking to one person right now. I need to know this, what the show was, because I'm not going to look it up. So, all right. So there's me yelling about TV. That's the bad news from TV. The good news is that AP Bio was picked up for a second season, and we watched that on Hulu over like 2 days. And there are 13 episodes, and they're like 20 minutes, so you can breeze through it fairly quickly. And it was really funny. Glenn Howerton from Always Sunny is the star, the lead. He's a teacher. I guess I'm going to do this now. He's a biology teacher who was actually a philosopher, and he has to teach bio at this high school because reasons. And it's really funny. You should watch it. I don't want to give too much away, but Patton Oswalt is the principal, and there you go. It's really good. I enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that it was that it was picked up for another season. And also, I don't know if I have talked about Last Man Standing on this show before, how much it's awesome, and I love it. and it is coming back in the fall for a new season, a 7th season on Fox. Yeah, man. Woo! Oh, I'm sorry, Pizza Place. I really just oh man. Sorry, y'all. Live people. I just blew out your eardrums and wrecked your speakers. Extra cheese on mine, please. So yeah, Last Man Standing is coming back. I'm very excited. What a great show. But he's a Trump guy. I don't care. Listen, we talked about this plenty of times before. His politics mean nothing to the fact that he can be funny on TV. Same with Roseanne. Doesn't matter. Don't care. It's funny. So there you go. I'm excited about that, and I figured I want to bring that around to to a happy note. Thankfully, there was one, because there have been a lot of shows that have been getting canceled lately. So I wanted to try to find one, and I'm glad I did. So, so there you go. That's the Start off by yelling, man, and then we're going to talk more about a little TV things in just a bit. But for now, we got to get to the question, man. I asked you guys, asked y'all, all y'all, about bad movies that you saw in theaters, and I gave mine away in the photo. First of all, officially, the question was, what's the worst movie you've seen in theaters? And I gave mine away with the photo and the Instagram post on the blog and all that stuff. Snow Day it might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Really. That might be it. I mean, it's a stretch, I know, but I was the target age group when that movie came out. Like, it came out in what, 2000? So I was what, 11, 12, maybe? I might have been younger. I don't even know. I probably should have at least written that down, but it was in theaters. So, it was new when I saw it, and I don't remember why we went to go see that one, but this was one of the worst movies. And even at that time, I hated this movie, and I was really mad that we had to see that one and not something fun. It sucked. I don't even know how to describe it to you other than it's a kid's movie that even as a kid, I did not enjoy. It was awful, and I had a really bad time because, when you watch a bad movie in theaters, you're like, man, how do I get out of this? I can't even pause it and go take a dump. I don't even know what to do. It's just, you chalk it up to a bad time. That's really all you can do. So yeah, I gave mine away. I usually save mine to the end, but I gave it away in the photo. So there you go. I can't even say her name. A buddy of mine, a friend of mine, let's go with that one, says in 2006, I went to see Date Movie with my ex. IMDb rates it 2.8 out of 10, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. I have never seen this movie. I'd never heard of it, really. And at first, I thought she was talking about Date Night with Tina Fey and who was it, Steve Carell? And I was like, what are you talking about? That movie's awesome. And then I looked into it, and it's like a parody of a bunch of movies, and like not another teen movie, except I guess not funny and not good. So there you go. Date Movie was awful, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. I hope that you didn't have to pay. How's that? Amy G, former guest of the show, says, even though she didn't follow directions, I will read her answer anyway. School for Scoundrels. So dumb. I guess it really speaks to how dumb it is, because I've never even heard of that. So I don't know. I guess that's really the winner then. If it's a movie so bad that a guy like me, who only watches like 3 movies a year, maybe, that I've never heard of it, is a good thing, is a good barometer for how bad a movie is. Right? I don't know. Bridget says, I walked out of Eyes Wide Shut. Let me guess why you walked out of that one, Bridget. I'm just going to go ahead and guess that it was not for you. And if you've seen Eyes Wide Shut, anybody out there, you know what I'm talking about, and you know a little bit about my sister now. So there you go. Or maybe you don't, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just bad, and I'm not remembering that. So there you go. Oh, man. What does the pizza place think about the movies, by the way? No. By the time we get all the answers, I will have moved on, and I'm moving on now. So this is not going to go well for the podcast people, by the way. They're going to be like, what the hell, man? Get on with it. Nobody cares. You're right. Maybe. So speaking of movies, let's roll into the entertainment stuff. One new movie for you. Wow, really? Only one jumped out at me, I guess. I don't know. It is a comedy, though, so that's good. Life of the Party. Melissa McCarthy, Jillian Jacobs, Maya Rudolph, Julie Bowen, among a bunch of other people are there, obviously. It's not just like 4 people doing everything. It doesn't work that way. When a husband suddenly dumps her, not a husband, her husband, not just a random, like I didn't go dump her as a husband. Her husband suddenly dumps her. A longtime housewife turns regret into reset by going back to college, landing in the same class and school, as her daughter. Oh no. Oh no. Plunging headlong into the campus experience, she embraces freedom, fun, and frat boys on her own terms, finding her true self in a senior year no one ever expected. Yeah, go get them. A lot of people don't like Melissa McCarthy movies. Um, I don't think I've seen one except for Bridesmaids, and I love the shit out of that movie. So, yeah, there you go. I don't know what else to say. I, of course, will always love Melissa McCarthy. She was on Gilmore Girls. She was awesome. And yeah, that's what I judge her stuff on, which is unfair. I'm well aware it's unfair to judge her movies based on a TV show, but that's what I do. I don't know what to say, except, screw you. Uh, Josh says, worst movie, Inspector Gadget with Matthew Broderick. Uh-oh, Mom, plug your ears. I don't know, for the record, though, if my mom actually likes that Inspector Gadget movie, but I know she loves Matthew Broderick. So I don't know. Mom's probably not even here. But anyway, thanks, Josh. Thanks for hanging out, man. Test that microphone. I did see that movie, not in theaters. I remember not hating it, and that's as far as I can remember about that. So there you go. Maybe I should watch that again, and I can commiserate with you, or not. I don't know. But go see Life of the Party if you want and enjoy it. Let me know how it is. There's a game you can play. It's out for you on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. It is a racing game called Trailblazers. And from the photos and images, and that's the same thing, Pat, it looks like the graffiti mode from Tony Hawk meets F-Zero. And if you know anything about me, I hate F-Zero. I thought it was awful. I played the N64 one, and I had no fun. It was not fun for me at all. I only played it, by the way, because Captain Falcon was in Smash Brothers, and I was like, hey, what's this guy's game? Let's do this. And it sucked. I hated it, but people swear by it. So I don't know. This might be for you. I love racing games. I love Tony Hawk graffiti mode. Like, you have to race around and be faster than everybody, and then you take over a part of the track or something. I don't know, but go check it out. It's available. So there you go. That's what I got, man. That's what's new. That is what is new with the movies and the games and the stuff. Yeah, we already talked about AP Bio. I'm watching things. I saw the other day Impractical. There we go. Jokers for the first time. And I thought it was funny. Like, they mess with people in public and all that. I don't know how to describe it, but it was funnier to me because they were adults for some reason. Like, Jackass was funny, but also they were like in their 20s, right? Or were they? I think they were. And so I was like, oh man, 20-year-olds doing dumb stuff. And it was funny, but it's also like, yeah, obviously, right? But the guys on Impractical Jokers are like in their 40s, I think. Or they look like it anyway. Like, they look like they're older than, like, they're actual adults, right? And so for some reason that was funnier to me. And we watched a couple episodes, and it was really good. So I'm gonna have to try to find some more of that because, I don't know, I enjoyed it. So yeah, there you go. Also, I watched a movie, and I know I'm talking real fast, but I want to go watch baseball, and I got to order food. So I don't know. Does that mean the podcast suffers? No, this podcast cannot suffer any more quality-wise than it already does, unless you hear a weird buzzing, in which case, my bad, and I'll try to fix it. If not, well, you're on your own. So, so there you go. I watched a movie on Amazon on Sunday. It was called Very Good Girls, starring Dakota Fanning, Elizabeth Olsen, Demi Moore. Is it Demi or Demi? I don't know. Clark Gregg is there. Richard Dreyfuss was in it as well. And I thought this was a comedy. And I want to read to you the description on Amazon. Or did I pull this from IMDb? I don't remember. But I want to read you the description in the way that I thought the movie was going to be. So I'm going to try this. My best. Damn it. I'm going to try this and give you my best movie trailer guy voice for a fun movie that I thought I was going to see. Two girls determined to lose their virginity before they go to college in the fall find their friendship tested when they both fall for the same guy. Dakota Fanning, Elizabeth Olsen are very good girls. This is why I don't do voiceover right there. That's it. That is, if you find that on a reel somewhere, First of all, let me know so I could sue their asses. But you won't find that because that's why I don't do voiceovers. But anyway, I thought I was getting a comedy. What I instead got was a drama. It was like an indie film drama thing. Maybe it wasn't indie, but it had that feel. Like I don't know how to describe what an indie movie feels like when you watch it, but it felt, and that's not a bad thing, by the way. I feel like I don't know, but I enjoyed the movie. It was a serious kind of thing, and it was about friendship and heartbreak and all this other stuff. And they're still trying to get laid at the bottom of it, so that's why I thought it was funny. It was going to be funny, but I really enjoyed it. I did, and yeah, I don't know. I thought I was going to say more, but I thought it was going to be a comedy, and it wasn't. But I still enjoyed the movie, so check it out. It is on Amazon Prime. You can watch it with your account there and do the thing. Very Good Girls. So do it up. There you go. Don't expect to laugh too much. And then, I don't know, maybe you'll go in it with a different mindset than I did, and you might enjoy it a little more. What the hell do I know? I don't know anything. What I do know is that for the podcast peeps, you will hear a song in the next minute or so from a new band from New Zealand called Carb on Carb. And this is from their new album, For Ages, which you can get at carboncarb.bandcamp.com. They're also at Facebook and Twitter / that thing, Carb on Carb. So there you go. Go get the album. It is great. I'm enjoying it. I listened to it actually a couple times because I had to pick a song, but I finally decided on one. So here it is for the live folks, an awkward pause for the rest of you. Here is Carb on Carb with one of their new songs. That sounds good, right? It's been a rough year. Ain't that the truth? Here it is inside the Melting Pat on Next Level Radio. I don't know why I had to do the whole sign-off thing when the live folks are not on that. They're on YouTube. I don't know, but there it is. And this is a really weird transition. I'm well aware, but with this show, it's always all about that thing. So there you go. Carb on Carb. .bandcamp.com. Find more from them. Get the album For Ages. Do the thing. You can hear it's been a rough year, which you just heard. So you can hear it again and you can take it with you and all that fun stuff. So thank you very much to Carb on Carb for that. And I was looking up because what I try to do in the description of the show, the live show, is put a link to a YouTube video of the song, even if it's just audio. I like to put a link to the YouTube video in the thing. And the one that I found was an awesome acoustic version, which I didn't think I would be allowed to play on the show. So I don't know. I will probably put the video in the show notes because I enjoyed that performance. And I don't know. I wish I had found it a couple weeks ago when I asked them about it. So, but I didn't. So you got the album version, which makes sense because I want you to go get the album anyway. So there you go. There's the thing with the stuff. All right. We got some baseball, you guys. Yeah, that's right. And then we're coming to the end of the show. We're almost done with the stuff. Yeah, there was a trade this week, and you don't really hear about big trades this early in the season, but here we are. We did it, man. The Mets traded Matt Harvey to the Reds for catcher Devin Mesoraco. I'm sorry, man. I know I didn't say your name right. So basically what this boils down to is each team is taking on the salary of the player that they're giving away. So the Mets are paying the rest of Matt Harvey's salary. The Reds paying the rest of their catcher's salary. I'm not going to try his name again. And it works out for everybody, I think. So Matt Harvey was designated for assignment. And if you're not a nerd like me, that means the team has 7 days now. It used to be 10. Now they have 7 days to trade him, release him, or put him on waivers. They did it on the 5th. They had until tomorrow, so they already did it. They already took care of business. The Mets needed a catcher, and they got one in Devin. And the Reds wanted to unload him because he wasn't really playing that much. And when he did, he wasn't very good or something. He was hurt, or I don't know what the hell the story was. But the Mets needed a catcher. The Reds need, everything. Sorry, Reds fans. But they did. So the GM said he's going to join the rotation, and I think he's actually pitching tonight. Or did he pitch already today? I don't know. Either today or tomorrow. Matt Harvey will be starting for the Reds against whoever they're playing. I really think that a change of scenery is going to do Matt Harvey a lot of good. Like, he was in a big market in New York and expected to be the guy. And he was the guy for a bit. He was really good. Started the All-Star game, I think, maybe, or at least made the team. I don't remember. and was really awesome. And then he was being a little bitch about his innings limit, and I'm going to listen to my agent after all year going, no, I'm going to go all the way. And then he didn't because whatever. And so I think it kind of got to him. I could be totally wrong. I'm not a doctor. I don't know the guy either. I've never talked to him. But, playing in New York's got to be tough, right? You're in the biggest market in the country. And, it wasn't the Yankees, so it's not like the number one team in New York. But still, New York media is tough. And when you're not good, they let you know it. And then it can kind of get to you a little bit. So just like if I was in New York doing this show, they'd be like, hey, kid, you fucking suck. And I'd be like, oh, man, you're right. And then the show would be worse. So, I get it. I just compared myself to Matt Harvey in that way. Yeah, I did. I get it, man. I'm with you. So I think being in a smaller market, he gets to be kind of the big fish in the small pond in a way. Maybe that's a wrong analogy, but a change of scenery to a smaller market is, I think, going to do him some good. And the fact that the Reds are getting him for free, basically, is kind of a bonus. So if he sucks, it's like, well, we're not paying him. So I don't know. What do you want from us, guys? What do you want? I don't know. Or you could just give up a home run every other inning or so. I have no idea because Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati is very hitter friendly. And Matt Harvey has been susceptible to the long ball lately. So who the hell knows? I don't know. I have no idea. We've had a lot of injuries. That's what I know. I have an idea about those. In the first month or so of the year, Clayton Kershaw's out for a bit with an elbow issue. Yoenis Cespedes was out for a bit with a hamstring issue, I think. He might be back now, though. Corey Seager of the Dodgers is out for the year. Yadier Molina, that was a rough one. He got hit in the family jewels there with a baseball, and it looked awful. He had to have surgery, and he's going to be out for like a month or two. That's going to be, oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. He's hurt, and it sucks for him and the Cardinals that he's not there. Byron Buxton for the Twins, and they've been kind of a mess. So they got to get him back if he's not back already. I updated this on like Tuesday, by the way. I didn't look at this after that. So, so there you go. And this is bringing up the question. I mean, the question has been brought up for quite a while now, and it's not going to happen because money. But do you think it's time to shorten the season for baseball? Like to play 162, and a lot of guys get hurt all the time. And it's a gruel. It's a grueling season. It's a long season to go through, and it's rough. And it's never going to happen because of revenue, but I think it's time to really talk about it. And I would do it now, but I'm hungry and I have other stuff to talk about. So I'm going to make that a question on the blog. I don't know. Well, no, because then like people are like, hey, man, what if I'm not a baseball fan? I don't care. Well, then you don't answer the question. So I don't know. There you go. That's what I got to tell you. It might be time, though. It might be. I think, you start the season on May 1st instead. You eliminate a lot of the weather problems early in the year. You shorten it. You end the season, you end the regular season on October 1st. The playoffs go the whole month of October, and then that's what we do. I know, teams are going to lose money because of reasons, but I think for the good of the product, we might need to do this. So I don't know. Let me know. Again, I'm everywhere at the Melting Pat, or join the chat and let me know before I get out of here. So there you go. So the other day we had a no-hitter, man. Yeah, I turned this game on. This is so messed up. I was ready to watch this game. It was the Mariners against the Blue Jays, and I was like, hey, man, I got to cross off the Blue Jays. And for whatever reason, I didn't turn it on, and then I turned it on in the ninth inning, and I got to watch it. James Paxton no-hit the Blue Jays in Toronto. It is the third no-hitter of the year and in the third country. That one, obviously, in Canada. James Paxton also is Canadian, so that's a double awesome whammy bonus guy. Sean Manaea did it in Oakland against the Red Sox. And the Dodgers no-hit the Padres combined. 5 or 6 guys went out and did it against they did it to the Padres in Mexico. So that's kind of awesome. A little bit of trivia there. And so good for you, man. I'm a big fan of James Paxton. I saw him when I first saw him. I was like, hey, man, this guy could be good. And then everybody's like, who is that guy? And I'm like, trust me, he's going to be good. And then nobody listens because who cares? And then I picked the Mariners to win the West, and they didn't. And then everybody was like, man, you're an idiot. But I was like, no, James Paxton. And that's enough about that. But I was going to go into the whole thing, but I don't want to because I'm hungry. But congratulations, man. No hitter. And the Mariners are doing pretty well right now. So are they still? I don't know, man. The AL West is kind of weird. The Angels they're great. right? And by great, I mean they have Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout and Albert Pujols, who did. Did I mention it, by the way? 3,000 hits. Did I do that? I know I put it on the show notes. Did I mention it on the show? I don't know. If I didn't, way to go, man. Yeah. 3,000 hits for Albert Pujols. I went way off mic there. Sorry. But way to go, buddy. Big fan. Yeah, I don't think I did mention it on the show. So there you go. We had a no-hitter. We had a milestone. We got a trade. It's awesome. The Phillies are crushing it. They swept the Giants. They fucking crushed them. Aaron Nola's been wrecking stuff. And Zach Eflin. I always want to call him Elfin, and that's wrong. Eflin has been pitching really well. Carlos Santana's been heating up, getting the ball actually, in the air and out of the park for the last week or so. We had a pitcher debut. I'm not on the, you know what I mean. Sir Anthony Dominguez, that's an awesome name. He's like 22. He debuted and he just blew everybody away. And that was really fun. Michael Franco is hitting finally the way we think he should. Cesar Hernandez is doing really well at the top of the lineup. Rhys Hoskins, a little bit of waves there, not in a good way. But I like what I'm seeing right now out of the Phillies. And I know the Giants aren't very good, but hey, you got to win the game still, right? You play to win the game, right? So, hey, man, you take the wins where you get them, don't you? I think you do. I would, and I am. In fact, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing right now. So there you go. What I'm not enjoying, well, all right. Part of me enjoys this because Didi Gregorius is like a no-name, or was like a no-name guy, like, oh, hey, shortstop, he strikes out a lot, whatever, great. He's on the Yankees now, and he is kind of morphed into a legit power hitter. Like, he hits third and fourth all the time, and he's hitting the cover off the ball, guys, and I don't know how to handle it. Like, I don't know what to do. I would play my baseball video game, and I'd come up against him, and he was an easy out. He could strike him out. He would pop out to first or whatever. Like, this guy, whatever. Like, in Little League, like if this was Little League, when he came up to the plate, everybody would go, all right, move in. And they'd all take like 80 steps in. So they're all right in front of him. And he would strike out or pop up because that's a lot of pressure, right? But he's not doing that anymore. He is hitting the crap out of the ball. I like it because, like, good for you, man. Go get him. But you play for the Yankees, so go fuck yourself. I don't know how to react to that. I have no idea what to do there. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been a weird week for me and the world and baseball, and it's weird. It's very weird. The world is weird, you guys. The world is weird. Finally, for the baseball stuff. Great transition, Pat. Thank you. I have watched some home team baseball things. I saw the Rangers lead the Red Sox all night and then lose in the 8th inning. Joey Gallo hit 2 monster home runs, and the Rangers still lost. Oh, bummer. You hate to see a team go down like that. And then I switched over to, after that game, switched over to the Diamondbacks beat the Astros in the bottom of the 9th. That was really fun. And then I already said I watched the 9th inning of the no-hitter for James Paxton, and I watched the Yankees and the Red Sox, so I got to cross off the Yankees early, thankfully. Ugh, gross. And when I'm done here, I'm going to watch the Diamondbacks play whoever they're playing. I don't even know. I don't care. I like the Diamondbacks, even though they're injured. A lot of them, their rotation has just been like decimated by injuries, and that's rough. But I'm going to check them out. I hope to enjoy it, and I'm going to get a sandwich. So, yeah, there you go. That's the baseball stuff, and that is all she wrote for the live stream. I'm good to go. My throat hurts because I've been talking a lot, and I did some yelling, and it's cold in here, and that's a good thing, though. And I prefer that. So there you go. All right, I'm done. Whatever. For those of you who joined in on the live stream, thank you very much. For the podcast, folks, more in about 20 seconds. So there you go. Hope you enjoy your evening and your pizza and your ice cream and your whatever you got going on. Enjoy yourself. I don't know. Have fun. Thanks for coming.